simply that she can do what she wants, and she has done that. Why? She has suffered a lot in her life, and that is why she has become like this. Now, Revati, on the other hand, her autobiography, that Revati, she is portrayed as a victim. See, now I have drawn the comparison between Lakshmi and Revati. This Lakshmi had supportive parents. I'll tell you, this Lakshmi, she was the eldest son of the family. And she had this feeling, as she was saying, that my father is most productive because he could say give birth to a son, a daughter, and transgender. So he was talking about it. But then this Lakshmi was the eldest son, but then she had supportive parents. She had parents who did not drive her out of the house in spite of her saying that, yes, I feel like a woman, I want to wear a sari, I want to dress up, I want to do makeup, and all sort of things. But then she was not denied, she was not kicked out of the house. And that was the biggest point. Yes, she could really reach the heights where we have seen her. They accept her as hijra, rather than leaving her on the streets to beg and trade her body. What will she do? She will have to trade her body. She will have to sell herself, because people are not going to give her money. People are not charitable. People are afraid. So that is why they are forced to sell their body to survive. On the other hand, Revati, parents and brother behave as brutes, killers. Simply that you are like this and you are like that. If the family is not supportive, where will the person go? If the person is unhappy outside, the person has a support of family, but the family says that they are embarrassed. So what will they do? With Lakshmi, she was fortunate. Revati was not fortunate. So parents and brothers, they behaved as brutes. She was not given even the share in the property and forced to become a sex worker. On the other hand, this Lakshmi, she was raped many times. When she was in second standard, she was raped, and the autobiography says that she was raped innumerable times. And one fine day, she decided that no, I am not going to allow anybody to touch my body. And that very day, she became Lakshmi, the Lakshmi which we see today. But she had to undergo all this violence several times. On the other hand, Revati, she was not very fortunate. Lakshmi is able to stand up to bullies like Lata Guru when she becomes a thorn in her flesh. What happened? That Lakshmi, she became a celebrity, she became very famous. So Guru was Lata Guru. She was always feeling jealous. Oh yes, Chela, you are not giving me that, you are not giving me money, you have to do this, you cannot go there, you cannot go there. So all these restrictions were laid on her. But then she thought that, yes, I'll give you money. But then she did not want that Chela should progress and should do more progress compared to Guru. And that is why simply she was fed up and she thought that she can change a Guru. Now, very important, Lakshmi is not castrated. People say that this castration ceremony is inevitable in Hijras. But let me tell you, even you ask her today, she is not castrated. She says that I am not castrated, I have male organs, reproductive organs, but I feel like a woman. That is enough. I don't want to undergo all these rites, and even if you say I have to stay with you, I will stay with my parents even though I am a hijra. So she was something that she had her own rights and she believed in what she wanted to do and she could do that. So that way she was fortunate, but then she attempted suicide once. Because this life, even if you say yes, you are fearless and you are so very bold, but the times come when you feel you are alone, you are isolated, because the family might take you a little bit of hesitation. They are not very happy. Oh yes, see my boy is hijra. No, you are not very happy. But then she was accepted, fine, okay, like they will not kick her out, but then she was isolated. She attempted suicide once. That's what it is. But then she was saved. Others hijras were there and she was saved. They did not let her commit suicide. On the other hand, Revati, she has to concede to the wishes of older hijras throughout her life. Because she was a chela. If the Guru says that, do this, she has to do that, do that. But then with Lakshmi, she has got her own personality. She could do what she wanted to do. With Revati, it was not possible. And she is castrated. Nobody wants to get castrated because it's very painful. But with Revati, she had to undergo that process. She also attempted suicide. This is common in both, but both were saved. None of them died. And now talking about this section 377 of Indian Penal Code. It bars what? Carnal intercourse against the order of nature. For example, a man having sex with a dog, sodomy, that is restricted. They say, why are you after us? A male attracted towards male, female attracted towards female, fine. They want the amendment. They don't want that the section said to be repealed. They don't want that. They want that amendment has to be made. So, in practice, this law had largely been used by police to threaten and blackmail gays, lesbians and transgender people. It was for that. A law was made to threaten these people that British people had made. It is still continuing. And on December 11, 2013, the Supreme Court of India reversed the landmark 2009 decision by Delhi High Court that decriminalized sex between consenting adults regardless of their genders. Reversed this. But violation of the law is punishable by a fine up to 10 years imprisonment. They say that if you do this, you will be imprisoned for 10 years. It's very easy to catch people because you see the facial expression and you come to know that if they have got that a different type of relationship between gays and all, you will understand that. And if they are caught, then 10 years they will put behind bars. They are against that. They say that we are human beings, treat us like human beings. Now February 2016, Supreme Court of India agrees to re-examine this. And so, the Supreme Court moved to order re-examination of its verdict criminalizing sexual activity between same-sex consenting adults under 377. What is it? They simply say that don't treat us as criminals. We don't want to be put under the head of criminals. So that is what they want. So what are the negative experiences? That teenagers, they feel rejection. They experience stigmatization and disapproval. They have increased level of stress, isolation, anxiety, depression, suicidal feelings. All these things happen, and they experience violence in the home, and they believe that they are bad, shameful, unworthy of love. They are human beings, but they have this feeling. And these LGBT individuals are thrown out of their homes. They run away, and then what happens is they carry out sexual favors in exchange of food, clothing, and shelter. They are victims of sexually transmitted disease. They attempt suicide, become victim of depression, face sexual victimization, get addicted to drugs and alcohol. Lakshmi had become an addict. She also used to drink a lot. But then she could come out of it. What they want acceptance. They want support. They want validation. If they are given this supportive environment, they exhibit no mental health problems and are able to work with same efficiency as their heterosexual peers. And so these are the conclusive remarks that LGBT individuals must be treated with respect, dignity and honor. They should be imparted equal rights as are endowed to any citizen of the country, and they should be given legal right to choose and stay with the partners of their own choice. Thank you.
Thank you. Dr. Ramesh Chauhan, Assistant Professor of English, working presently at Sri Shankar Arts and Commerce College, Navagarh. He has also very social activities. Member of All India Freelance Journalists Association, member of Indian Association of Commonwealth Literature and Language Studies, member of English Language Teachers Association of India, Chennai. I call upon Professor Chauhan to deliver his talk. Professor Chauhan.
Namaskar. First, I'd like to salute our great national hero, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar. Because of he, I'm standing before you. My certificate changed as a scheduled caste. This is the fact. My talk is, the given topic is Social Injustice, Banjara Tribal Women in BT Delta Mines. She speaks about feminism and exploitations. I will speak about the few words of the author, the novelist. She is the first Banjara woman got modern educations. She elected, she is a good politician. She elected 4 times like member of Legislative Assembly and Council, and also became a minister in Ministry of Devegowda's government. She improved a lot. She wrote 2 novels. Speaks about her own community, the upliftment of own community. But she was inspired by Dr. Ambedkar and Basavanna. You know about Dr. Lord Basavanna? Dr. Lord Basavanna, our Honorable Prime Minister in California, the Lord Basavanna statue is inaugurated. You know about in TV. Why? There's a reason. We always speak about Abraham Lincoln, democracy. But in the 12th century in India, the great saint in Kannada, the Basveshwaraya, brought into the democracy and his own kingdom. The first person defined the caste about untouchability. The Dalit boy married a Brahmin girl at the time of 12th century. He wanted to remove the eradication of the caste. He wanted to make equalism. He wanted to make a secular. He was a Brahmin. Lord Basveshwaraya is a Brahmin. He was excluded. He was boycotted his Brahminism and he found a new religion, that is Veerasaiva. Veerasaiva is nothing but is a Lingayat. Lord Basveshwaraya defines who is a Dalit. The stone cutter is a Dalit, cobbler is a Dalit, chamar is a Dalit? No. Palasu tindavane valaya. In Kannada, one who eats the bad things, he is a valaya. He is a Dalit. Not a Dalit, he is untouchable. He never defines upper caste and lower caste. One who eats, one who consumes the bad things, he is untouchable. Basavanna defines in 12th century. Because Basavanna's works and Basavanna's slokas and Basavanna's contribution of philosophical, political and socials would have translated our Baba Sahib, our great hero, was inspired them. But till today our government of Karnataka is funding to make separate studies in Basveshwaraya, separate studies in Sevalala, who is a saint guru of the Banjara community. If you study the Sevalal, his slokas, definitely it's a miracle. I have no time to explain all those things. I have a number of things, I have read number of things. Here I can speak about my own language, or South Indian language, about the Dalit literatures. We have many great Dalit literatures. Dalit writer, Dalit autobiographer. You have remembered many things. Siddhalingaya's Uru Kere. As Dasan sir met about Siddhalingaya's Uru Kere. Devanur Mahadeva, he knows, Kusuma Bale, which has got Sahitya Academy Award. Arvind Malgatti's autobiography, Government Brahmana. Arvind Malgatti himself married a Brahmin girl. Later on he got as a government Brahmana. There are many things we have to highlight. Friends, feminism here in Veda also defines. In Veda says, woman is a beautiful creation of God. Veda itself says, but we are exploiting in all over the way, everywhere we are exploiting. In this novel, here are 3 main important characters. One, the novel begins a small tanda, a very small village, and the story of the narration of the story depicts before 1980s, where BT Lalita Naik's contest MLA and their own constituency. She found a village which has no facility at all, no education, no school at all, and no roads at all to go, no hospital. There she represents Soni, who is a protagonist. At age of Soni married, at age of 13 she married, and the bridegroom is 17 years old. Then one more the character is that Chandri. She was exploited by the Ayya, means Swami. She was raped by the higher caste people. And later on, the community has their own judicial systems. One is Nayak, another one is Karbhari, another one is Dab, another is Vachari and Pujari. They have the judicial systems. If the village in Tanda, if there is happen something injustice, the first complaint issued to the Nayak. There, in the story, the Nayak make injustice, undue influence to Soni. Then the novel begins with revolting. The women are revolting against their own community. Then the Chandru just escaped from the village and he went to settle in the Taluka place. He received school educations. After 8-10 years he comes back. He started studying the schoolings. Still, the condition of the Karnataka is very good because of reservations. Reservation is not only to upliftment of social, reservation is also the upliftment of the development of the educational development, social and political. Baba Ambedkar Sahib says, I have read, I am a student of legals. 10 years back I completed law and I am not missing any debates and the legal debates. Where in Karnataka University there is a legal debate, along with Vice Chancellor, he quoted, we are silent, we are happy each other's, Dalit, Muslims, every year we are happy because of Ambedkar. He produced the biggest world peaceful constitution because of Ambedkar. And then compared to Pakistan, the such type of functions, there is a tight security of surrounded the college. This is the situation because China have not even a great constitutions. They failed. Pakistani people failed to produce a great constitutions. So this, I salute to the Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Here, I go to my community history. Banjar community, we have migrated with the people of here. Our land is Gujarat and Rajasthan. We speak Gujarati. Some little slight difference Gujarati and Banjara. Why the Banjara people is called as Banjara? And they we call as Lambara in Andhra Pradesh. In Karnataka there is called as a Lambani. Because their names itself is their professions. Lambani means Lavana, who sells the salt. Banjara means the people who lives in a drought area. No roads at all, no facilities.